Now we can handle some problems involving equations. We call these word problems, and there are cases where you can, when you try to solve it, there are cases when you get a linear equation with one variable. There are cases when you can get a linear equation with two variables. Particularly, there are cases that can lead to simultaneous equations, and the advanced ones can lead us to quadratic equations. So for now, we have the first case where we deal with linear equations, that the problem that they give you leads to a linear equation in one variable. Accordingly, number one is saying that the first example is saying that the sum of two consecutive integers is 153. Find them. So what are those two integers? Now if we talk about the word consecutive, we mean that if the first one is 6, the other must be 7. If one is 10, the other should be 11. That they follow each other. They follow one another. That is what we have as consecutive. And if that is the case, it means that if the smaller number is x, the larger one is x plus 1. If the larger one is x, the smaller one is x minus 1. That is what we have there. So we shall say that let x be the smaller number, and that will mean that the larger number is now x plus 1. So they gave us that the sum of them, their sum is 153. So the smaller number, which is x, plus the larger number now, which is x plus 1. It is like the example I gave you of 10, 11, 50, 51. So if the other is x, the other is 50 is x plus 1. So when I add everything there, I get 153. When I open the brackets here, I have x plus x, that is 2x plus, that is 1. I get 153. Okay, those brackets are not signifying anything. I'm just trying to group them, but you can work as if they are not there because they are not multiplying anything. So it is just a matter of x plus 1. So we shall have 2x on the left hand side, and we have 153 on the right hand side, with x crossing the equal sign is to the right. Not x but 1. This one will cross the equal sign, becomes negative that side, and that's what we have there. So we have that 2x is now equal to 152, such that 2x divided by 2 is equal to 152 divided by 2. If you work out that, shall have that x is equal to 76. That is the smallest value. It is x. So what are the numbers now? We need to conclude and say that therefore the numbers are 76, and if that one is 76, the smaller one, the larger one should be 77. So those are the two numbers which are following one another consecutive, and when you add them, you get 153. That's that. We have here that The mean of the numbers 8, 11, 5, n is 9. Find the value of n. Now here we don't mind about anything, you just say how do we get the mean. You know that to get the mean, you add the numbers and divide by the number of the elements you have added. So we have that mean they have given it to us as 9. But remember, we also know that mean is equal to summation of x divided by n, implying that we shall have that the summation is now 8 plus 11 plus 5 plus n, that is the summation, divided by, they are 1, 2, 3, 4. Those elements are 4. There are 4 of them. And this is now the mean. It should give us a 9. We now have, when I add 8 plus 11, that one is 19, plus 5, that is 24. So I have 24 plus n divided by 4 is equal to 9 over 1. Let us cross multiply. 24 plus n times 1, that one is 24 plus n. It is equal to 4 times 9, that one is 36. Then I have that n on the left hand side, 24, take it to the right hand side, becomes positive 36 minus 24, such that n is equal to, that one is 12. That is the value of n. N is 12. Then 9 times a certain number is 6 less than 11 times the number. So you look at 9 times the number and look at 11 times the number. Because when I say that this one is 6 less than the other one, you now have that. We'll take this instance. 10, 4 is 6 less than 10. That is one fact. 4 is 6 less than 10. In other words, to get 10, you get, to get 4, you get 10, subtract 6. So around here we are going to get 9 times the number, like you're saying 4. 4 is 6 less than 10. So 9 times the number is this. Let the number be x. So 9 times x is 6 less than 11 times the number is less than 11x. You get that. So it means that like to get 4, you get 10 minus 6. So we shall have that to get 9x, we shall have 11x minus 6. That is what they are talking about here. That 9 times a certain number is 6 less than 11 times the number. 9 times the number, 9x. 11 times the number, 11x. So the difference there should give us 6. That's what we have. So I can now write the equation is as they are meant to be. We are saying that 9 times the number is equal to 11 times the number minus 6. This one here, it is 11 times the number, and it is this is 9x. It is 6 less than 11 times the value of x. So what we are going to do, we shall take the x on the left. Let's take the 6 on the left, and we have 6 is equal to 11x minus 9x. When we work out this, 6 is equal to, that one is 3x. Turn the equation around. 3x divided by 3 is equal to 6 divided by 3. Turning the equation around, I told you it means changing or interchanging the positions of the numbers without following the rules of saying that they are crossing. Not crossing the equal signs, but just interchanging, switching positions from left to right. So I have that x is equal to 2. Yeah, that is the value of x. And now it is actually the number they want us to find. So we can conclude and say that therefore the number is 2. That is the number we are dealing with. Then you are there. Number 4, a woman is 4 times as old as the daughter. We shall say that let D equal to daughter's age and then we have that okay, let D equal daughter's age and the woman signify woman's age. Woman signify woman's age. So we have that the woman is 4 times W is equal to 4 times D. That is one equation. You can call that equation number 1. They say that in 4 years time, in 4 years time. Now in 4 years time, if your age now, if you are 13 now, in 4 years time, you shall have 17. How do we get 17? We get 13 plus 4. The same applies to, so if the woman now has W years, in 4 years time, she will be W plus 4. The same applies to the daughter. She will be D plus 4 because this one is just a matter of adding the years. So whoever is the W, you have W becomes W plus 4. The one for D will become D plus 4. So it means that for the woman, W plus 4. For the daughter, D plus 4. And now these are their ages, 4 years, in 4 years time. And now they are telling us that in 4 years time, she will be 3 times as old as her daughter, implying that W plus 4, that is after 4 years, will be the same as 3 into D plus 4. Those are now the ages. Woman's age, daughter's age after 4 years. We can open a bracket here and we have that W plus 4 is equal to 3D plus 12. Let us substitute for the value of W from this equation such that we have that 4D in the place of W here. I'm putting 4D because W is equal to 4D. So 4D plus 4 is equal to 3D plus 12. And now let us take the 3D to the left so that we can, let us correct like terms together. So I have 4D minus 3D equal to 12 minus 4, such that now 4D minus 3D is D. D is equal to, this one is getting us 8. So the daughter's age is 8. And now after getting the age of the daughter, we now have from equation 1 that the woman is 4 times D, which is, we have just got as 8. And this one is equal to 30. It is 32. It is 32. We now conclude and say therefore the mother is 32 years old. Now you should write that conclusion. I'm not writing it. You have got it. We have that Eloli leaves Arua for Kampala at 50 kilometers per hour. 20 minutes later, a pickup leaves Arua for Kampala at 60 kilometers per hour. Find how far from Arua the lorry is when it is overtaken by the pickup. Now what you need to know about overtaking is that we are talking about a distance, Arua, Kampala. So at the point when they overtake one another, the point when they are starting off from the same town. So the point when they overtake one another, when the pickup overtakes the lorry, at that point they have covered the same distance. However, they have covered that distance but in different times, because one was moving faster, another one was moving slowly. So we shall assume that let t be the time taken by the pickup. Let t be the time taken by the pickup. So if the pickup takes a time t to travel from wherever, from Arua to the point of where it overtakes the lorry, it means that the lorry will have traveled a time which is t, the time for the pickup, plus the other 20 minutes, because the pickup is starting off after the lorry has taken 20 minutes. So the lorry, the time for the lorry, this one will imply that the lorry takes a time which is t plus, we shall have 20 divided by the 20 minutes means a third of an hour. We are writing a third an hour because it is 20 minutes and the speed is given in kilometers per hour. 20 minutes means 60. It is 20 divided by 60 to get us a third hours, 1/3 hours. That's what we have there. And now what is special about this is that, okay, not special actually, but what we are supposed to consider is the fact that they have traveled the same distance at the point when they overtake one another. The difference is in their times. So let t be the time taken by the pickup to overtake the lorry. That's what we have. And now we have that same distance is traveled. And what is the distance traveled by the bus? It is 50 times its time, which is t plus 1/3. That's the distance covered by the bus. The time, the 20 minutes plus the time taken from the point when this is the time taken by the bus from the point when the pickup started to the point where it was overtaken. And then for the pickup itself, it has taken a distance which is 60 times t. T is from the time of starting up of the pickup. So we have that we are going to open the brackets here, and we have that 50t plus 50/3 is equal to 60t. We shall multiply through by 3 so that we can have things which are not bearing a fraction. So by 3, 150t plus that is now 50 is equal to that one by 3. I get 180t. Let me take this one that side, and I have that 50 is equal to 180t minus 150t, such that 50 is equal to, that one should be, it is 30t, and it means that t is equal to 50 over 30, which is equal to 5 over 3. That's the value of t. And so the distance covered, it is either, you can substitute the t either here or there, any of the two. Both of them will give us the same answer. So but since they are saying find how far from where the roll is when it is overtaken, we shall use the one for the roll. So the roll is at a distance which is 50 into t, which is 5 over 3 plus 1 over 3. This one is 5 over 3. So we have 50 into 5 plus, it is 5 over 3, so that the same is just 3, and this one is 5 plus 1, which will get us 50 into, this one is 6 over 3, and it is 50, 6 over 3 is 2, so this one is 100 kilometers. So at the point when the lorry was overtaken, it had traveled 100 kilometers. Yes, that's what we have. We shall look at some bit of problems involving simultaneous equations in the next video. Just subscribe to this channel. Many things are on the way, they are coming. Peace. We have come to some problems involving simultaneous equations in two variables. We have the first example is saying that the sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 10. Their difference is 4. Find the numbers. I want to give you an example of a number like 60, a number like 96. When I get the sum, these are the two. This is a two-digit number. What they are talking about here is the case where you have like a number like 9.6, 9 plus 6, the first digit plus the second digit. This one is 15, and the difference is 9 minus 6, where we shall have 3. It is something related to that. So we have, for our case, we shall let the digits making up the number be x and y. You can write that, let x and y be the digits making up the numbers, and that one means that the number is x, y. So you have that let the number be x, y. Let the number be xy. So we have that the sum of the digits, that is x plus y, is equal to 10. Then we have the difference, x minus y equal to 4. Equation 1, equation 2. We are just going to subtract here because everything you can see that this one is similar to that. They have the same coefficients. So x minus x, that one is x minus x is 0. Y minus negative y. But let us just add them. Let's just add these equations. Let us add x plus x, that is 2x. When we add, we are eliminating y. When we subtract, because x and x are the same, when we subtract, we shall be eliminating x. When we add, we have y and y the same but with different signs. If I add this equation, I'll be eliminating y. So let us eliminate y by adding. This one is equal to 14. So that x is equal to 14 divided by 2. X is equal to 7. And when x is 7, we now have that from equation 1, 7 plus y is equal to 10, such that y, 7 crosses the equal sign, goes to the right, becomes minus. This one is 10 minus 7, and y is equal to 3. So the number, they said find the number. The number, now the number, what do you think? The number is xy, which is 70. The number is 73. That's the number whose digits are 7 and 3. That when you add the digits which are making up the number, you get 10. When you subtract, that is 7 minus 3, you get 4. It is something, it's a queer thing, but that's what they gave us. We have got to solve it. So we have, this is example 2. Samuel is 8 centimeters taller than Stoney. If somebody is 10 centimeters and another is, one is 110 and one is 118, it means that this one is 8 centimeters taller than that, if these are centimeters. And how do we get this one? If this one is T and this one is M, how do you get M? You get M by getting the T plus 8. And you can also have that M minus T is equal to 8. Something like that. So you can, there are ways you can handle that. So we are going to assume that, suppose you make complete statements, but I'm going to take M for Samuel's height, and then I take T for Stoney's height. And now we are having that when I get the edge of M, that is Samuel's edge, minus, not edge but height, sorry. When I get the height of Samuel, subtract the height of Stoney, I get 8. This one is the same as saying that M's edge, M's height. Oh my God, what has age done to me? M's height, you get T, the one for Stoney, you add on 8. Call that equation 1. Then they said the sum of their heights is 366. So you have M plus T is equal to 336. Now we are going to, shall just have to add these two because we are interested in Samuel's age. So, Samuel's height. And because we are interested in Samuel's height, we are going to have 2M. We are going to add these two equations because already this one and that one, they bear the same coefficient. So we have 2M plus 0, that's when we have this one plus that. We get 336 plus 8, that one is 344. So 2M over 2 is equal to 344 over 2, such that M is equal to 174 centimeters. Therefore, Samuel's height is equal to 174 centimeters. That's what we have. Yes. Then we have example 3. It is given that V is equal to U plus 80. V is equal to U plus 80. They said V equal to 30 when it is equal to 1. So we are going to get 30 equaling to U plus A times 1. We are substituting the values which they have given us. Let us turn the equation around. We have U plus, what is A times 1? It is A. It is equal to 30. That one is 30 call that equation number 1. Then also when I have they say that v equal to 50 when this is when t is equal to 3. So we shall still have in the place of v we have 50 equal to u, the u is there still, plus what is a is not given, but what is t? T is 3. So substitute the t equal to 1, v equal to 30, 1, then also substitute when t is 3 and you get the 50. So you have that 50 is equal to u plus 3a. I can turn this equation around and I have that u plus 3a is equal to 50. Then I call this one equation number 2. Now from there I can put the two equations together, and this one is u plus a is equal to 30. Then I have u plus 3a is equal to 50. U and u, we have some terms with the same coefficient, so we shall subtract here, and we have u minus u0, a minus 3a, that is negative 2a, is equal to 50, 30 minus 50, negative 20. So I have that a, this is negative 2a over negative 2 is equal to negative 20 over negative 2. So that a is equal to negative 20 divided by negative 2, you get 10. And having got that, we now go back to equation 1. They say that u plus a is equal to 30. You have just got a as 10. So if a is 10, we have that 10 u plus 10 is equal to 30. Then this one goes to that side. We have that u is equal to 30 minus 10, and u is equal to 20. Therefore u equal to 20, a equal to 10. Those are the values we have just got, and there we are. Example 4. The line y equal to mx plus c passes through the points 2, 5 and 7 minus 10. Find the values of m and c. So we have y equal to mx plus c. What we need to know is that at 2, 5 we have that x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 5. That is what we have here. This is a line passing through that point. So if this line passes through that point, it is the point 2, 5. And remember, every coordinate is written in the form x, y. The x value first, followed by the y. So this one is the x and this one is the y. So at this point, x is 2 and y is 5. Let us get to substitute it there in the place for x, get 5 and substitute there in the place for y. So this is implying that 5, which is the value for y, is equal to m times 2, which is the value of x, plus c. M times 2, that is 2m. So we have 2m plus c equal to 5. I can write this as 2m plus c equal to 5. And I call that equation number 1. Then at some other point, which is 7, negative 10, I have that x is equal to 7 and y is equal to negative 10. So we shall have that still we shall substitute the y, which is negative 10, y is negative 10 equal to, we are substituting in this equation, y is negative 10, we are putting there, is equal to m. We have m times what is the x value, it is 7, then plus c, such that negative 10 is equal to 7m plus c. I shall turn the equation around and I have 7m plus c equal to negative 10. I call this equation number 2. Now let me put the two equations together so that you can follow me clearly. This is 2m plus c equal to 5. Then 7m plus c equal to negative 10. Around here I have c and c. They have the same coefficient. So you can just subtract the equation is I have 2m minus c. This is 2m minus 7m. I get negative 5m. Then c minus c, that is 0. So that is plus 0 is equal to 5 minus negative 10. I get 15. It is 5 minus, I'm getting this 5 minus negative 10. 5 minus negative 10. That's how I'm getting a positive 15 there. So we have, if I work out this, I have negative 5m is equal to 15, and now I have negative 5m over negative 5 is equal to 15 divided by negative 5, such that m itself is equal to negative 3. Then from equation 1, I shall use equation 1. They say that 2m plus c is equal to 5. So I've just got m as negative 3. Then I shall move on to get the value of c, because I want to get m and c. So using equation 1, I have that 2 times negative 3. I'm having 2m, so 2 times negative 3. Then plus c is equal to 5. So we have negative 6 plus c equal to 5. Then c is equal to 5 plus 6. The c, the 6 is crossing the equal sign from the left hand side to get to the right hand side. It becomes positive to get us this value of c as 11. So we have that m equal to negative 3. The conclusion, m equal to negative 3, c equal to 11. That is our answer. Number 5 is saying that the entrance fees to a concert is 1,600 for adults, and then it is 1,600 for 2 adults and 3. So we shall assume that A signifies adults, number of adults, and then C signify children. So to get 2 adults plus 3 children to the concert, you spend this amount of money. That is equation 1. Then they said for 4 adults and 5 children, those one will spend 3,000 shillings. That is equation number 2. So you look at these 2 equations, there is something we need to know about it. We shall get equation 1 and we multiply it by 2. By doing that, we shall be having that this 4a, we have a 4a here. This multiply this equation by 2 to get this point to be having 4a. I'm doing that because I want to eliminate a. So I have, if I multiply that equation by 2, I shall have 4a plus 3c times 2, I get 6c is equal to this one times 2. I have 3, 2, 0, 0. When I solve that, I multiply equation 1 by 2. I multiply every term. Some students just multiply the left hand side and they say that 4a plus 6c, 4a plus 6c is equal to 1600. No, multiply everything by 2, by 2, by 2 everywhere. And let me write now the second equation. I have 4a plus 5c is equal to 3000. Now you can see that I've got some two terms that are similar. I can subtract them now. This is the first equation, this one, just multiplied by 2, so that I can have them, this one, I can have this and that similar. So when I subtract there, I am going to have this minus that is 0. So I simply have 6c minus 5c, which is equal to c, is equal to 3200 minus 3000. I get 200. So basically this one is giving us something directly, that c is 200. Now if c is 200, I shall use equation 1. I shall use equation 1 and I have that 2a, I'm now looking for a, plus 3, but what is 3c? But what is c? It is 200. It is equation 1 I'm using. 2a plus 3 times c, the sum just got as 200 is equal to, that one should get us, it is equal to 1600, such that 2a plus this one is 600 is equal to 1600. And now 2a, we shall take the 600 to the right hand side. It is positive on the left hand side, it shall become positive. It is positive on the left hand side, it shall become negative on the, oh, what am I saying, man? I'm saying that 600 is positive on the left hand side and it shall become negative on the right hand side. Yes, so this is 1600 minus 600 to get us that 2a is equal to 1000 and a is equal to 1000 over 2, which is equal to 500. So find the cost of one adult and 2 children. They are talking about one adult and 2 children. So the cost of one adult, this could be the some bit of like because what was our concern here was to get what is the cost of each child and what is the cost of each adult. You should have that before you can know what is the cost of one adult and 2 children. So you need to know, if they can ask you, what if I have 6 children and 9 adults, what will be the cost? That one can be got by knowing the unit cost, each child, each adult. The rest you can obtain them. So one adult is 500 plus 2 children, each one paying 200. This one is equal to 900 shillings. So one adult and 2 children will pay they will pay 900 shillings. So the cost, in conclusion, the cost of one adult and 2 children is 500 plus 2 times 200, which is equal to 900 shillings. That is what we have there. Then here, number 6, They are saying that I have 2 more 50 shilling coins than 200 shilling coins. Now we are talking about now number of coins. How many coins? Let us assume that let x signify 50 shilling coins, number of 50 shilling coins, and then y signify number of 250 coins, that is number. So the 50 coins, the 50 shilling coins are more than the 200 coins by a difference of 2. So when I get the number of 50 coins I have, subtract the number of y of 200 coins I have, the answer I get is what? Is 2. And now they are saying that the total value of my 50 shilling and 200 shilling coins is 1,000. How do we get the value of the money you are holding there? We get how many 50 coins do you have? We multiply by 50. Like if you have 4 50 coins, we have 4 times 50 plus if you have 3 maybe 200 coins, you have 3 times 200. If you have 3 200 coins, you are and 4 50 coins, you'll be having this one is 200 plus 600, you'll be having 800. So around here we are going to get we shall have the total value. We shall have 50 times the number of 50 coins we have. We add on 200 times the number of the 200 coins I have. I shall get 1100. That's the value. How many 50 shilling coins do you have is the value of x. So how much money do you have? I have 1,100. How do you get that money? Multiply 50 times the number of 50 coins I have, plus multiply 200 times the number of the 200 notes I have, and you get that. However, when I talk about the number of coins I have, they say that 50 shilling coins are 2 more than the 200 shilling coins. So this is what I have as equation 1. This is what I have as equation 2. And now here we have some bit of, we shall multiply. What we are going to do, we are going to multiply. We shall multiply. We want to eliminate, because we are looking for x, we shall eliminate y. So let us multiply up and down. Let us multiply equation 1 by 200. So we have 200x minus 200y equal to 400. Then we have, I write the second equation, 50x plus 200y is equal to 110. And from there I shall just add. I am adding, I want to eliminate y. So I got this equation here and I multiplied every term here by 200. Why? Because I want to have this y look like this one here, having a 200. But I cannot just multiply that y. So I multiply through the whole equation so that I can have an equation like this. This is the equation which is similar to this, but this one has a factor 4, a factor 200. So when I add the 2, I have I'm adding, this one is 250x, this and that is 0, is equal to 1, this is 15, I get 1500, such that x is equal to 1500 divided by 250, and the x is equal to, the x we are going to get there is 6. I'll get x as as 6. And here, find the number of 50 shilling coins I have. So I base I have I have 60 50 shilling coins. Yeah, that is what we have there. If you want to get also the number of 200 coins you have, then you can see that that one is x, which is 2 minus y. It is not x minus 2. X is 6. I have 6 minus y equaling to 2. So that 6 minus 2 is equal to y, and 4 is equal to y. Therefore y is equal to 4. So it means that you have 4 200 coins. And as you can see still here, 400, 4 times 200, that one is 800. 6 times I'm here, 6 times that, you have some 300, plus this one, that is 800. This one is 200 times the 4 which you have got for y. Y is 4. So 800 plus 300, you get that. Example 7. The values in the table satisfy the relation y equal to px squared minus q, where p and q are constants. Find the values of p and q. The table is there. For a given value of x, they have given a value of y, and the equation is there. So the relation itself is y equal to p x squared minus q, and when x is 2, y is 11. So put x2 here and this one 11. So y is 11. This is p. This is 2 squared. The place of x is having 2. The place of x I have a 2. Then minus q. So we have 11 equal to 2 squared. That one is 4. Then 4 times p. That is 4p minus q. I turn the equation around and I get 4p minus q is equal to 11. I call that equation number 1. Then I come to this. When x is 3, y is 36. So put a 36 there. So I have 36 equaling to p. P is not given, but x is 3 at a point when y is 36. So put 3 there. This one is 3 squared minus q. It is still unknown. So I have that 36 is equal to 3 squared. It is only the 3 which is squared. As you can see in the equation, it is only x which is squared. So the p remain is there. So I have 3 squared, that is 9 times p. I get 9p, then minus q. And still after turning, when I turn the equation around, I have that 9p. This is 9p minus q is equal to 36. I call that equation number 2. Now let me put the equations together, because they have something which can just cancel. Let me put equation 1 here. It is 4p minus q equal to 11. So what we are going to do, we are going to subtract the two equations you have to solve simultaneously, this and that. So let us have this equation minus this. So I have 9p minus 4p. That one is 5p. We are subtracting because this 2 and that 2, they are the same, and they get us a 0. So that is plus 0 is equal to, now 36 minus 11. That one is 25. And I have that p is equal to 25 divided by 5. And p is equal to, we have got that P is 5, and we can now get from equation 1, use equation 1. Using equation 1, you can get the value of Q. So we have that 4 times P, which is 5. We are substituting here 4 times P is 5, minus Q. We now have minus Q is equal to 11. We want to get the value of Q. So this is 20 minus Q equal to 11. The Q goes there, the 11 comes here. So I have 20 minus 11 equal to Q, such that Q is equal to 20 minus 11, which is equal to 9. That's what we have. So the value of P is 5, the value of Q is 9. Then here we have that LMN is an isosceles triangle in which LM is equal to LN. The perimeter of the triangle is 27. Find the values of P and Q. We use now the properties of an isosceles triangle to find the values of the unknowns. So look at mathematics, and they give us like this question here. It is not that they will just give you words, and the words can come from different regions. Like now this one is coming from geometry. You need to apply the rules of geometry to solve this. So isosceles triangle LM is equal to LN. That was very particular. So we have that if I get 3P plus Q, I get 2P plus 3Q plus 1. That is having this side equal to that side. This side is 3P plus Q, which is that. It is equal to 2P plus 3Q plus 1, which is that side. We shall collect the like terms together. We have 3P minus 2P plus Q minus 3Q. Is it 3P? It is minus 3Q. This one is Q minus Q minus 3Q. The one with Z. Let us have the one remaining there alone, so that we can have a good order for our equation is. So 3P minus 2P, that is P, plus Q minus that one is minus Q, minus 2Q is equal to 1. So basically this is P minus 2Q equal to 1. Call that equation 1. The other thing we are going to use is the fact that the perimeter is the distance around the figure. So we have this plus that, they gave us 27 as the perimeter. So the perimeter can be got by getting 3P plus Q plus 2P plus 3Q plus 1 plus 3P minus 2Q. The answer I get should be 27. That is the perimeter. You add everything, add this plus that, and you get 27, which they are claiming is the perimeter. When you get all the Q's which are there, when you add all the P's, there are, you have this P, 3P plus 2P, that is 5P. Then plus another 3P, that is 80, that is 8P. So we have 8P. Now the Q's, this one is Q plus 3Q, that is 4Q. 4Q minus 2Q. So that is plus 2Q. Because you are having 4Q, you have some bit of 4Q, Is it? Let me check. This one is 2 plus 3q, 4q. Yes, that is 4q. Then minus 2q. Yeah, we have plus 2q. Plus 2q plus 1 equal 27. We can have that one moving to the other side, and we have that 80p plus 2q is equal to 26. That equation can reduce by 2 because you can see 2 is a factor everywhere. So equation 2 can be written as 4p plus q equal to 13. That is our equation 2. This one by 2, 4p, by 2, q, by 2, 13. We are reducing through by 2. Now our equation is, we have got here now, there are 2. And let me write the first equation is up there. This one is p minus 2q equal to 1. That is equation 1. So what we are going to do, we are going to get 4 times equation 1. We are doing that because we want to have 4p here and then 4p here, so that we can subtract the two equations and we can have what we need. We can have the unknowns. So we can write equation 1 can be rewritten as 4p minus 8q equal to 4. That one is 4. That is equation number 1 after multiplying through by 4. Then equation 2, it still remains 4p plus q equal to 13. However, when I do that, I can subtract here, and this and that will go. So I have negative 8q minus q, that is negative 9q, is equal to 4 minus 13. It is another negative 4 minus 13 is negative 9 still, such that negative 9q divided by q is equal to negative 9. Oh gosh, this one is not divided by q. This one is divided by, shall divide that by negative 9. So negative 9 divided by negative 9, everywhere divided by negative 9, such that this one cancels that, and I have that q is equal to 1. Negative 9 divided by negative 9 is equal to 1. Now we can use equation 1. And I have that p minus 2 times q is equal to 1. It is here, p minus 2q. But what is q? Q is 1. So I'm substituting the q there to get the value of p. I have that p minus 2 is equal to 1, implying that p is equal to, this 2 goes to that side, it becomes, it is added to the 1, so p is equal to 3. Those are the values. Q is 1, p is 3. We move on to the last example for this series. The charge for a radio announcement not exceeding 25 words is C. Each extra word is charged shilling X. They said an announcement of 32 words costs C, that one, 2350, and an announcement of 67 words costs C, 4100. Now what we are going to do, of course, actually everything has been already given to us. We just need to write equation is, if your ad has if your advert, if your announcement contains 32 words, it means that it has how many extra words? It has how many extra words? The extra words are now 32 minus 20, 25, which is equal to 7. An advert of 32 words has 7 extra words. So they are going to charge the first 25, they charge C. Your cost will be C for the first 25, then plus 7 times X. And they are saying that for 35 words, the cost there is 2350. That's what we have. 25 words at C. Extra 7 words, each one at X. That is the 35. 25 plus the 7. 25, that is 32 words actually. 25 plus the 7, then you are charged that one. Now, for an advert for an announcement of 67 words, what is the extra? Extra, this one is extra. That is case 1. Then the second case, extra words is equal to 67 minus 25, which is equal to 42. You have 42 extra words, because for them they're like, if you are doing it less than 25, yeah, give us this amount of money, it is C. But the moment you get an extra word from 26 upwards, so we are getting the extra. You have for an announcement of 67 words, you have an extra 42 words, and each word is going to be costing you X shillings. So if you are having such an announcement, you are going to be paying the cost for the 25 words, which is C, plus 42 times the cost of each extra word, because we are having 42 extra words. And this one, they are saying that this one pays that amount of money. Equation 1, equation 2. Now from there, you can see that there is a C which is cutting across. So what we are going to do is to just say that you get, let me write the two equations together. I have C plus 7x equal to 2350. Then I have C plus 42x equal to 4100. And now this is an equal sign. We shall subtract the 2. This minus that is 0. This minus that, we have, if I subtract those 2, I'm going to get 35 in the negative. Negative 35x is equal to this one, 2350 minus this one. I'm going to get 17, that is 1750, but it's negative, still negative, such that x, this negative 35x divided by negative 35 is equal to negative 1750 divided by negative 35, and I have that x is equal to, that one will get us 50. X is 50. And now if x is 50, then if I use equation 1, I can have that C plus 7 times 50 is equal to 2350. C plus 350 is equal to 1350. C is equal to 350 minus 350, and C is equal to 2000. So they have fixed a particular amount of money, particularly 2,000, that for the first 25 words you pay 2,000, and then for each extra you pay 50 shillings for each extra word. So the value of X is got, and the value of C is also got there. Then I say find the charge, part B. Find the charge for an announcement of 55 words. So what in this case, extra words is equal to 55 minus 25. This is equal to 30. You have 30 extra words. So the cost is C plus 30 times X. Actually that one is the cost. You get the C plus the number of extra words times X. So this one is C, which is we got as 50 plus the 30 extra words times each one of at 50. So this one is I don't know what I'm writing here. It is not that, guys. You know the value of C. So the C is 2,000 plus 30 times X, which is so we have this one as 2,000 plus this is 1,500, getting us this one as 3,500. That is the cost of any announcement of 55 words. 25, 30 extra words. Yeah. So that's what we have. Shall have more examples, and shall look at inequalities. Our next destination is inequalities. Shall look at them in the next video. Keep posted, subscribe, and don't lose this stuff, man. Peace.